How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. We're going to be going a little bit back in time here, as I'm going to be playing today the Tier 6 American Heavy Tank, the M6. This thing was a a favorite of mine, just like the T1 Heavy, because it's got good DPM, just under 2,000 DPM base. It's got 35 kilometers an hour of top speed, 10 kilometers an hour reverse speed, kind of slow. The gun is a 90mm gun. You get 160 millimeters of pen for the standard AP rounds and 243 millimeters of penetration for the premium APCR rounds, and then you get 45 millimeters of penetration for the high explosive rounds if you face like Sturmills, Borsigs, Tier 7 and Tier 8, very lightly armored tanks, and you deal, instead of the 90mm standard alpha of 240, you deal 320 with the high explosive. So that's worth mentioning, apparently. Maybe not. The dispersion for the gun is 0.38. It feels about right there, so that's not terrible. Aim time is 2.3. It, again, feels like it is 2.3, maybe a little bit less depending on how good of a crew you have on. Smooth Ride and Snapshot will definitely help with that. It does not come with a vertical stabilizer, which is kind of saddening, so in order to buff up the minuscule view range of 350 at Tier 6, I use coated optics and gun rammer as well as vents to up the DPM a little bit, which does help. What else? It's got 950 health, which isn't bad at all. You can side scrape in this thing. Oh, I guess I should mention the fire chance is 20%, so 1 in every 5 shots will set your ass on fire. You got 10 degrees of gun depression, 30 degrees of gun elevation, and it's very mobile. Its effective traverse and terrain resistance doesn't look that great on paper, but it feels better than that, especially, again, with a very skilled crew. You get relatively 100 millimeters of protection in the entirety of your front. Your upper plate, your lower plate, your middle plate, and your turret has just 100 millimeters of protection overall. So when you want to make this thing work around corners and not trade damage with your opponents, you're going to want to side scrape out and not expose your upper hull at all, and that includes the side plates, as it, again, is only like 100 millimeters of penetration needed to go through yourself. But with the side armor at 52.4 millimeters and 41.3 millimeters, for some reason it has different values in the side. But either way, you can side scrape in Tier 6, 7, and maybe 8, depending, well, okay, maybe not Tier 8 with some tanks, but you can definitely bait people to shoot your side without exposing your turret and your upper plate. Just don't expose your front at all. Just make sure they can shoot at your side. They'll auto ricochet, no problem. The roof of this thing on the chassis and for the turret, both in the front and the ass end, is only 25.4 millimeters, which means you can be overmatched with guns that are 90 millimeters in caliber or bigger. So that's a shame, but it is what it is. So, I guess that goes without saying that it doesn't take arty very well. But this thing is great. I loved it in my younger days. Well, I say younger days, but, well, I guess I've played this game for like 5 or 6 years now, so fair enough. I was 21 when I started playing this game, so that's pretty weird. Long time. 27 now. Anyway. This was a favorite of mine back in the past because you could ram people with it in the same tier, and with 100 millimeters of effective armor in the front, you deal decent damage to lightly armored mediums and light tanks. I would not recommend ramming heavies, as, again, you don't have very much armor to work with, so once you charge out, anyone can pen you anywhere. If you're in a Tier 7 matchup or a Tier 8 matchup, you're going to get molested. If you're in a Tier 6 matchup, you're going to get molested. Make sure you play this thing as support and nothing else, and if you want to go front lines, just make sure you side scrape, or even reverse side scrape. Just bait people to shoot your side, auto ricochet off, and then you're good. I saved that T-29's ass a little bit of HP there. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but sure. He can just stand in the back like the useless person he is. And I'm going to move forward against this this Polish tank? Czechoslovakian? I don't know. This P-43 TER, however you pronounce that. I've got a good damaging gun. Every shot 240 on average alpha, and I reload every like 6 seconds, so that's not bad at all. I can definitely outtrade him, but instead I'm just going to move with my team and kind of put him in a crossfire so I can get away with free shots on him. And oh look, people from the hill are dicking on him, so that's pretty cool. I take a chancy shot there. I want to get out of the open so I can not get hit by that Jagdpanzer IV repetitiously over and over again. Again, take a chancy shot. That was foolish of me. I miss him, which is completely understandable. And then I got tracked somehow. I wonder if that IKV was shooting heat. That's weird. But anyway, I get a free shot on the Jagdpanzer VI. I know exactly where he's sitting. He does put a shot into my turret, and as you can see, the armor does not work very well when you expose the turret instead of just the side. Reverse side scraping is obviously preferable because you cannot over-angle yourself. Well, you can, but it's a lot more, what can I say? A lot more room for error, reverse side scraping, because you don't have the side plates to worry about, and I don't know. You can still overexpose yourself, your turret, but I don't know. It feels safer to me. No idea why. So after dealing with that guy, we move up a little bit more, and then we see the IKV is, you know, right out in the open, where, of course, a genius would be. And we're going to put a free shot into him, maybe? Do we? Let's wait for the aim time, and there we go. 0.38 accuracy, no problem. His tank is easy as hell to hit from this distance. Bad news is, our tank is also very vulnerable. And there's a yeah, that's fair enough. A Jagdpanther? Yeah, that's right. Out in the open as well, and that is a Tier 7 tank destroyer on the German line. And for 320 alpha on average per shot, we do not want to take many chances of getting hit by him. I take a chancy shot at shooting at the arty, narrowly misses me, and just biffs it over my tank, which is fine. He gets finished off by our Fury. I do have the premium loaded for right now, just because the J-Panther has some pretty sloped armor in the front, and I'm pretty sure 160 is not good enough to have an absolute 100% chance of going through. So it is what it is. I load back to a standard round, but the game's already over as our IKV-90B takes down the J-Panther from the shot in the side. And I accumulated a little bit over 3,500 damage in a Tier 6 heavy tank. Pretty funny. Nothing phenomenal, but it is a good game, above average. I do like this tank. I, of course, am going to go for the 3 marks of excellence on it. And what do you need to do that? Well, you need 1,700 on average per game to get the 3rd mark of excellence on this thing. And with 240 alpha per shot, reloading every around 6 seconds, I don't see that being a problem. Even with Tier 8s and Tier 7s, just load the premium, hope your shells fly true, and that's really all you can do. Play it as support, and you'll be fine. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I'll catch you next time.